Ban Kho Khao Khang. In Vietnamese, it means how are you? Vietnam is one of my favorite countries in the world. I love their culture. I love their clothes, the traditions. I'm wearing actually a traditional Vietnamese dress called Hawaii. It's so beautiful. And I also love their spirituality, especially Buddhism. So today I'll be showing you one of their very traditional famous dish, the soup, the pao. So let me show you. And actually this soup is made out with the beef, but I usually don't eat beef, so I'm going to use the shrimp. You can also choose chicken, it's up to you. First I'm going to actually show you how I'm gonna make the broth. So this is actually this broth is called the pao. This is the paste, the pao paste. This is the way it looks. And I'm also gonna use another flavor. It's especially actually you can buy from the Vietnamese stores or any other Asian stores. It's also a special mixture to make the broth. So this is what I'm gonna put. So this is what I have the boiled water, and then I'm just gonna use the 1 spoon of this, and also for the flavor and for the broth, this is what I'm using for 1 spoon of this. And also it's a tradition to use a little bit of aroma, and for that aroma I'm also going to use the cinnamons and cloves and also ginger. So the way actually they do it, they usually just first boil the broth, which I'm actually doing right now, and then I'm going to actually kind of like use this for the aromas. And on the other hand, I'm actually boiling the water for my soup. This is the rice noodle for the traditional, if you can see, the pho soup. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be using all of this, and after that I'm gonna actually have some vegetables, traditional Vietnamese vegetables, bean sprouts or their spinach, and instead of the beef or the chicken, I'm using the shrimp. So let's start the famous Vietnamese dish, the pho soup. So my broth is almost ready, if you have seen, with the flavors. And to bring some aromas, I'm actually frying some of the gingers, the cinnamons, and the cloves. It's just the special secret they use just to get the aroma out. Yeah. And for the noodles, this is the traditional rice noodles, and I'm going to actually boil them. Careful. I love Buddhism. It teaches so much wisdom. Especially I love one of the quote. It's about karma. It says that the birds eat the ants and the ants eat the birds. So the universe is what you sow, you reap. What you give towards others, that's what you're going to give back, return back. That's called karma. And time is the most valuable weapon. You never know what will happen to you next. So always treat every living creatures with respect, with honor. Be nice to them, because karma comes back and we will not be able to get away from our deeds. So if you do good deeds, good things come, and if you do bad deeds, bad things, it will come back. So that's why actually so much to learn about Buddhism, so much knowledge. Buddha teach so much of wisdom. Anyhow, so I'm almost having my aroma ready for the ginger and cinnamon and cloves, and then I also have my broth, which is a chicken flavor. I'm not using any beef. I will be using some of the shrimp and also some vegetables. So I'll be mixing up the ginger and this, and my soup is almost, the noodle soup is almost ready. My rice noodles is almost ready, so I'll be mixing up with the broth. And now, while this will be cooking, I'm just going to cook the shrimp very light. It's like a cooked shrimp. So I'll be putting it in the boiled water, and I'm going to have some of the vegetables, the Vietnamese spinach, some onions, I also have some bean sprouts, which I'm not going to cook. I'm just gonna mix them once this broth is done, and also some of the cooked shrimps. So this is the Vietnamese bean sprouts. It's very healthy. So this is actually the secret of this soup, the pho. And basically what you do is you just first make the broth, use the flavor you want, that the chicken flavor, or you can just boil. If you want to cook with the beef, you boil with the beef, but I'm just using the shrimp because I don't eat beef. So, and after that you just mix them up with the different types of vegetables, and also definitely you have the rice noodles. So let's see what's going on with our dish. In Vietnam, they grow fresh vegetables. It's very healthy. There's the spinach, and then I have peas. It's very, very important. So you can use all these vegetables. Learning about different cultures, it's so important. You can utilize in your life. You can create your own food, and you can create your own fashion, language. It's such a spectacular way of learning other cultures, other people's tradition, that's open you up to the world. Like, you don't have to stay in a box. Multicultural is so important. And then you can be also appreciated in their different festivals, traditions. You could be invited there. So it's what your soul wants. If your soul wants to learn, then you'll be able to definitely learn. And also Buddha says that wisdom is everything. Wisdom opens up your enlightenment, and enlightenment is everything. Well, my dish is almost ready. I'm having the broth ready. Now I'm just going to mix with the cooked rice noodles, and the vegetables and shrimps, they're also done. And then I will show you the toll soup, the pho, with some Chinese tea, jasmine. You see, my broth is almost ready, and also the noodles. And on the other side, I'm actually slightly boiling the shrimp, some spinach, peas, and then I'm going to mix them up with the final soup, the traditional Vietnamese soup, the pho. My vegetables and shrimp is almost done. It doesn't have to be completely cooked. And now I'll be mixing up. Instead of having chicken or beef, I'm actually using shrimp. You can also mix like a fish, and these are my traditional Vietnamese vegetables. And I'm also going to mix with the soup the bean sprouts. I can also see, wow, these vegetables look so yummy. You don't want to be overcooked, so now I'll be just mixing them up in my rice noodles with the shrimp. With my soup, with the shrimp, some other vegetables, I'm going to also add some very healthy bean sprouts, which is going to give the soup even more flavor. And bean sprouts are very, very good for your health. So my soup is almost ready. Now I'm going to make my jasmine tea and then the traditional pho soup. This is my favorite tea, my favorite flower, jasmine. I can just smell, and that's it. This tea is so good, especially for female, for your skin, for your hair, and overall health. This is made out of the jasmine flower. This is very, very good for health, beauty, and overall well-being. So you know how to make tea. Just put some little, not that too much, in the boiled water, and then just boil it. I can actually smell the aroma. Yep, that's it. And it's also going to help to reduce your weight. So those who wants to keep a good diet, this actually burns your cholesterol. So whenever you are drinking any type of tea, replace it with jasmine tea. This is going to be better for you. I want to show you how beautiful this Vietnamese dress, Hawaii. The fabric, you can see, and it's so comfortable. It is such a lovely dress. This Vietnamese dress, Hawaii, has become fashion icon for other countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. It's almost like similar. It is very beautiful, this Vietnamese dress. Really goes with their culture, spirituality, and wisdom. Oh, look at the soup. It has vegetables, shrimp, then the chicken flavor, bean sprouts, spinach, peas, and then my jasmine tea. All together, this is really a spirit from heaven. My Vietnamese pho soup and the jasmine tea and the lovely Vietnamese Hawaii dress. All together, this is truly the spirit from heaven. Well, finally my Vietnamese soup is ready, and let me try. So good. You can also use a hot sauce if you want it to be more hot. This is so delicious. Really good, healthy, and my jasmine tea. Oh, just leave on that smell. The jasmine flower, one of the prettiest flowers, one of the best fragrance you can ever have. The smell of heaven. This is such a lovely dish. I really hope you enjoyed, and also you enjoyed the wisdom of Buddhism, the culture, the traditional clothes of Vietnam, and I just can't wait to be there very soon. This is your show, Journey of the Spirit.